fellow maniacs out there, welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. And today we're going to be doing something a little different than what I normally do on this channel. Today I'm actually going to have a character come in and read you guys part of a book. And the book is called Rise of the Isle of the Lost. If you guys are familiar with Descendants, this is actually a book series all about that. And if you don't know what Descendants is, it's a movie on Disney Channel that is actually all about the descendants or the children of Disney heroes and villains and like learning how to live together. It's a really cool series. You want to go check it out. Before we get too far into this, I want to give a big shout out to Disney to say thank you for sending me this free copy so that I can talk about it here on the channel and read you guys a little excerpt. But yeah, this is the third book in the series and it sets up some of the characters who we're going to meet in Descendants 2, the new movie coming out this summer on Disney Channel. So this is really exciting. It's all about the character Uma, who is actually Ursula's daughter. And the whole premise is King Triton's Trident. Well, that's a little redundant. I just noticed that. King Triton's Trident has actually been lost from the kingdom of Aradon and is now over in Isle of the Lost where all the villains are. And Uma sees this as her chance to get off the Isle of the Lost, but there's someone's standing in her way. I felt it would be fun to bring in someone to read an excerpt for me, and that is Mr. Captain Jack Sparrow!
Hello there everyone, this is Captain Jack Sparrow here, and I'm so excited to be telling you about the latest film from the Pirates of the Caribbean series.
No, Jack, no.
Poseidon, what?
Jack, we talked about this. You're not going to be talking about your new film coming out, though we're all excited for it. We're not talking about that.
Alright, so what is it that I am talking about then?
No, we're going to be talking about The Rise of the Isle of the Lost, which is the book from the Descendants series.
Oh, I see why you brought me now. Disney has finally included Jack Sparrow's son into this series, right?
Nope.
A daughter?
Nope.
Some descendant of Jack Sparrow?
No.
So why did you bring me?
Okay, just read the excerpt, please.
I'll tell you what, I'm not doing this.
I'll give you $50.
Uma gritted her teeth. She was ready. Captain Hook lowered his hand as Smee fired the starting pistol. I know Captain Hook and Smee, they're wonderful pirates. The race was on. A fury of sails and splashing oars overwhelmed the bay. Sailors were yelling, goblins were giggling, witches were giggling. Okay, I'm sorry. Why are there goblins and witches with pirates? Makes no sense.
Well, your last movie had zombies. How realistic was that?
Right then. It was a terrible ruckus, and the water churned once more, filling Harry's tub and threatening to drag him down if he didn't bail fast enough. We'll never be able to sail faster than those ships on these things, Harry shouted. Oh, you just figured this out?
No.
What?
No, for Uma's part, you should actually read it like a girl voice. You know, I do a lot of impressions on my channel, so it might be fun if you tried that.
No, I'm reading the excerpt, but I draw the line there. I still have my dignity.
Just please do it.
No, I'm just not going to.
If you do this, I'll call my friend and tell him to bring refreshments, okay?
Fine.
Oh, you just figured that out?
Uma said. And you knew that?
Yeah, and that's why I'm going to beat you.
Uma said, as she coiled a rope around her forearm. She fixed the noose at the end and she checked it now to make sure it would work. She knows her knots, I'll give her that. She could sail in my crew. Then she threw the rope high into the air. It arched over a diver past a rowboat full of pirates and landed soundly on a cleat attached to a small motorboat. She gave it a little tug to cinch the knot around the cleat, but there was no need. The boat's engine roared to life, and immediately the rope tightened, jerking her little craft forward. If she hadn't moored the rope to the deck of her raft, it would have been yanked from her hands. Even now it threatened to tear her craft apart. The boards moaned and creaked, but the raft held. Soon she was skipping across the waves, bounding up and down like a magic carpet tethered to a rocket. Of course, you throw in an Aladdin reference, Disney. But still, no Pirates of the Caribbean in a pirate story.
Just keep reading!
Okay! Before she knew it, Uma was out of the bay and onto the open sea. My favourite place to be. She'd chosen the fastest of the lot to hit onto, and now they were in the lead. There was just one problem. Since she was tethered to the goblins and her rope was failing on, the goblins would likely win the race. No. Pirates do not lose to goblins. I know a couple thieving little devils, don't I? But only if they make it to the finish line, she thought. Behind her, Harry was paddling furiously, still trying to make his way out of boat-swamped harbour. He smashed right into one of the great galleys, and then he had to wait, as more and more ships passed in front of him. By the time Uma caught sight of him again, half the bay was empty. Harry's shower curtain caught the wind, but it was too late. He was already taking up the rear. Ha! But Uma didn't celebrate long. Harry's bathtub crashed into the nearest sailing ship, and he quickly abandoned it, jumping onto the catamaran. Since the ships were so crowded together, he was able to hopscotch from ship to ship, all the way to the front. Uma watched Harry's progress with narrowed eyes until she remembered she had her own problems. There was a tug on the cord, and she swung the sail around just in time to catch sight of a pair of goblins gnawing furiously at the rope she'd attached to their speedboat. See? I told you, they're thieving little devils. Once they finished, she was done, but all that gnawing seemed to be going awfully slowly, and the knot was cinched too tightly for them to pull it off the cleat. And that was when she saw the screwdriver. She'd forgotten that goblins were clever folk. While one gnawed at the rope, the other started undoing the screws that secured the cleat. They were both in a race to cut her loose, and sooner rather than later, one of them would win. But Uma was not quite ready to lose her chance. She pulled on the rope, yanking on it so hard that it knocked one goblin straight into the water. Uma smiled at the little green fellow as she sped past him. She yanked again, this time harder, pulling her raft closer to the goblin craft. She noticed that when she gave it a good pull, the goblin's boat jerked wildly to one side. So she pulled again as the remaining goblin worked furiously at the screws. The two were locked in their own race now, and... Where's the rest of it?
That's it. That's the end of the excerpt.
Well, what happens? Does Uma win the race? Do the goblins win the race? Does Harry, who's all the way in the back, somehow make it to the front and win?
What
I know, he is Captain Hook's son after all. Maybe he could hitch a ride with the crocodile. I don't know. Is the crocodile still dead or alive? No one knows these things.
Look, if you want to know all the answers that bad, I have the book.
They gave you the book? Give it to me.
Here, take it.
Thank you, lad. I do appreciate it.
The refreshments are here.
The refreshments are here. Move aside. Move aside.
Dang. Really wanted his refreshments. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also check out Descendants 2 on Disney Channel this summer. And also get a copy of Rise of the Isle of Lost for yourselves. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye!